Is the mic working? Okay. Hello and welcome to another corner stream. Two streams in a day. Yes. Feel like I haven't seen this in a really long time. Feels like ages ago when I was working on this. And I feel like so many things have happened since working on Blender and all that stuff and the video edit. Anyway, welcome to the corner stream. Today I'm still quite tired, but I went to the gym, did some climbing, did some training for my forearms because they usually get quite tight from all the art stuff, like all the mouse clicking, all the gripping of the pen, and like having the muscles and the kind of like tendons and ligaments being like this all the time. It kind of shortens and make my muscles tight on the forearms, and then it starts like pulling on the tendons here, starts pulling on this, and I'm so glad that now I know how to manage them, and it felt so nice to kind of like release the tension and work on strengthening them at the gym. Yeah, climbing's fun. I feel like with climbing I feel so motivated to strengthen my upper body, which I feel like I've never done in my life. But like, I feel so motivated to just not be weak in my upper body. So yeah, that's why I'm streaming a little bit today. I'm not sure how much I will be doing. In some sense, I'm tired from all the video editing things, but I am like a little bit feeling quite much better after the exercise. So yeah, we'll just have a chill session and see what we can do. And if you are new to this channel, I just released a video edit called Elden Ring Sculpt Run, and it's just, I guess it's just a summary of what I've been up to in the past few months. All the live streams, all the craziness and the insanity, and just getting shit done, I guess. And if you have been tuning into my live streams, I feel like maybe you might, and if you watched the video, I'm not really sure whether it's like your cup of tea or anything, but if you do watch the video and you've been following my live streams, maybe you might find some scenes a bit familiar, because the scenes are kind of a reflection of what has been going on in the past few months. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the video edit turned out, because it felt like a reflection of my my life so far, and I'm really happy that I could convey that emotion, I guess, and to put them inside the video, like like and I feel like this bird is a really cool character inside the edit. I feel like they are all cool and cute, but yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today. I feel like maybe I can't really get much done, because I mean, I don't remember when was the last time I touched NomadSculpt. Feels like ages ago. But yeah, so I'm just going to get my bearings again. Just like get used to moving around again, which is also why I'm just doing like a chill stream that might not work out that much. Maybe I'll be playing Elden Ring DLC later on, so maybe I wouldn't really get much done. But I think, and like honestly, I don't really know what to do because I haven't tried 3D printing, and I'm not going to be the one doing the 3D print. I'm kind of like getting the service done elsewhere. Although I guess it might be cool to like spend some time to learn how to do my own 3D printing next year and do a video about that. Who knows? So one of the things that I'll be doing, and I guess I'll like just chill out and listen to my music while I excuse me, while I do my work, because yeah, I'm kind of like zoning out right now. I feel like I'll work on making some stuff. So maybe I'll work on thickening his cape, maybe, and then fix intersections like this. I don't even know whether I want to do what is that called? The lock and key, which is putting like a cube, I guess. Like let's say for this one, putting a cube underneath and then creating a hole in this mesh so that when it's printed, I can stick the bird right there so that they can be detached and printed as separate pieces. But I feel like maybe with the time constraint, because I'm prepping for an event on 7 to 8 December, but probably with the time constraint, maybe I wouldn't do it for now, but maybe it might be something that I might want to do in December, like after the event is done. Because the idea of it is to just make a print for display. And I think that would be like just doing one for display and with everything like attached to each other. I think like maybe it's alright. Maybe. Yeah, so make this sticker. I need to fix this. I didn't spot this last time, but the spear is protruding out of the back of this piece. I'm not really sure whether I need to like smoothen this out, but I guess that would be easy. I think like things like this might be too thin, and maybe I might choose to either remove them or make them thicker, I guess. I'll make them thicker. But I guess something like this is too thin, maybe. I'm not really sure. And then remove these, because, or maybe you shift them down so I'm not using these strands, so this would just be attached to this. Maybe something like that. Maybe these have to be thicker. Yeah, so let's get to work. Feels nice to be on NomadSculpt again. Feel like I haven't done this in a while. And I guess I haven't completely forgot how to use it. I was kind of a bit afraid that, like, with the 1 month of video editing, I guess it's more than a month, plus all the Blender stuff, that yeah. Actually, if anyone tuning into the stream is kind of interested in a NomadSculpt or Blender tutorial, in some sense the Elden Ring sculpt run video is sort of a tutorial, but a really fast tutorial. But better than nothing, I guess. Oh, but I guess I forgot to mention, like, doing isolation, because I feel like having an isolation hotkey is really important for me. But yeah, I can't. There were too many things to add to the video that I had to pick and choose, I guess. That's cool. I'm glad that I could put these in the video edit too. It was a little hard to figure out what to add to the, in some sense, the tutorial section of the video edit. But I felt like I really wanted to do kind of like one dedicated section on just the tubes tool. Tubes and like, how can I forget? Tubes and repeaters. And I'm really happy that I could I'm really happy that I could let this guy teach all of you on how to use NomadSculpt repeaters. You did well. You know, like, one of the funny things is that the choice of using these as the characters, I mean, they just happen to be the characters on my table because I really like them. But I kind of know that there's I mean, if you don't know Elden Ring, there's a character who is like a man of the cloth, and he kind of well, it doesn't really matter what he says, but but I kind of figured that this duck has like that chill vibe in some sense, to talk about the more philosophical aspect of the edit. And it was just really cool, like after I used the duck, that I was like, oh, the original character is called the man of the, as in, he's not called the man of the cloth, but he is like the man of the cloth. And this duck has a cloth. And then Alexander, which is the giant pot. This dude here was kind of like just like, I know that this is the 2 fingers, so that's like, and the funny thing is that it was after the edit was done, after I've chosen this as the 2 fingers, that I was reading the description of the 2 fingers to get like my script done, all that. And one of the description of the 2 fingers was that they don't speak. And I was like, this is so apt. And then initially this guy was supposed to be Gideon, the all-knowing, but I was feeling like, because my Elden Ring Sculpt run in some sense is like a pacifist run, and you will need to defeat one of the first boss in the game, the main boss, to get to this dude called Gideon the All-Knowing. And I was like thinking, but actually it doesn't really make sense, because I just like forget what I say about Gideon. But I was thinking like, oh, so this dude is going to be in the study room, and I will enter the study, as in my Elden Ring character will enter the study room, and I guess like he will be like, do you want to borrow my PC? Something like that. And then there'll be a computer on the study table. So that was the initial idea. But then like I felt like something that it wasn't really working out in some sense. Like I didn't know where to go from there. And so how was it? Like it feels like a lot of things happened in the 6 weeks that I don't really have a clear memory of every single thing. Oh, but I guess I was kind of stuck with the blender section of the edit. And so I used like one of my characters who has beaten Moke, which is it's like the last boss that you have to fight before you can access the DLC. And when I was standing around that place, I was like, oh, like, you know what? Like, he should be the guy at the altar. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out. Like, I think wait, where is it? Like, this shot in the edit was like, in some sense, the cheapest shot and like the easiest one to do. But it feels like there's so much emotion coming out of it. I'm really happy with it. And of course, like this dude here is definitely going to be the priest. And like the funny thing is that after I did the repeater scene, I realized that all these characters here feels like a repeater. And then lastly, it's Alexander, and after the edit was done, I realized that this top here matches the seal on top of Alexander, the red color seal on top of the pot. Yeah, it just felt like every single detail fell into place without me like intentionally doing it. It was really cool. I'm just really happy with like how everything turned out that I have to talk about it. Guess it's good. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Yeah, something cool is that I feel like I could finally make a kind of like a YouTube worthy content with the video edit, because I always felt like with, in some sense, like with how slow I am with my work, it feels like I can't give enough to others without like sacrificing like too much of my time to improve on myself, like to do like good art in a sense. So yeah, I'm really happy that I could kind of like finally make something that is, I guess, worth your time. Because I know like how tedious all these are. There's like a kind of like intersection here, but I'm not really sure if I can just move the stuff. Yeah, I'm still a bit clueless on like what I want to do. But oh, another thing that I will be doing is to blend these together. I think this lake too. Oh, that's a bit bright. So like this lake, they're two separate pieces. So I'll blend them together. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Let's do my work. countering my first problem, because I forgot that when doing these are instances, so that means this piece is, I guess instances are like exact copies, so these are all the same as this. But I forgot that in NomadSculpt, or maybe in Blender too, that using the gizmo tool to adjust this will not adjust the others. Only brushes will reflect on the other instances. So initially I was like thinking the brush is not working, and I only just want to thicken them up. But then I was like, why is it not reflecting on the other instances? But then I realized that it's because the gizmo tool doesn't reflect on these, which is good for like most cases where like the wings are also instances, and like this wing is just a scaled up, or like this wing is the scaled down version of this one. But because like the gizmo doesn't affect, then I'll have to use a brush to thicken this up. But yeah, that's what's happening. You can see like how slow I am with just getting back to another software after spending a few months on something else. And I mean, I'm not really sure, but personally, to stay sane, I feel like this is just something normal that probably happens to everyone else. So if you feel like that you feel the same way, just know that someone out there, which is me, like, even though I feel like I've gotten to a certain level in my art, I still get into shit like this. And I guess that's what my live streams are about. It's just to show the human side of making art. And I have my chat open. Like, new... I'm so bad with names. New Parzival. Thank you for tuning in. Keep doing what you're doing. Your art is amazing. Happy to see you. Thank you for your kind comment. I'm going to... I feel like it's very hard. It's quite hard to express like how much just like the words of everyone really motivates me to do my stuff. So thank you so much for your comment, and thank you for liking my art. And yeah, I am happy to see you too. I'll keep going. I hope that you have a great day. Not sure what the time zone is on like the people tuning into my streams, but it's past midnight. I haven't done a stream past midnight in a really long time, but I really feel like quite motivated from being able to work out hard again at the gym. I felt like I didn't really have the energy to exercise hard, or like just do the stuff that I want, because I was so kind of like too my brain was like too focused on the video edit all the time. But like now that that's out and I'm back to doing something that I'm more familiar with, yeah, I just feel like I can get back to normal life. So yeah, thank you for dropping by, and I will keep doing my work. And like, all your comments really mean so much to me. So just want you guys to know that. Thank you so much. I think this is probably thick enough. Let's move on. I'm just saying if I can just... No, I can't. Actually, it doesn't make sense. Because we are all instances. So just moving this. Just moving that should reflect on the others. Okay, that's solved. Let's move on to well, the good thing is that instance tubes, it seems like they're being reflected. So that's great. That's like one less that's one less thing to worry about. Let me see. Here's the thing that I worry about this is that this is attached to this, and then this is attached to this. I think something that I noticed is I need to isolate this. Something I noticed is this was when I started working on the Blender portion of the work, and I was like, it doesn't matter for Blender, but I think this thing is floating. Yeah, it's floating. It like completely miss my vision or something when I was doing the sculpt for this. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, I guess it's attached to this. Okay, it's attached here. Okay, I didn't forget about it. So this one's attached here. This one's attached to this. So I guess I don't really have to worry about it. I guess I just have to worry about whether or not this is too thin. I kind of like the look of it like this. I'll just make it a bit thicker, I guess. For this one, I want to match the whole arm as one piece, but I don't want this thumb to merge with this finger. So like for now, even though it's like a bit messy, for now I'm just using the face group to select this and just move it out a bit like that so that it doesn't touch, and then hopefully the remesh should be fine. Let's clear this. So I guess something that I want to learn how to use is the face groups on NomadSculpt. I think that's something that I need to learn because it might be. I think so far it's been really helpful for masking his fingers when I was working on closing the grip on his hands. But like, I probably should learn how to do it properly. I think something else that I'm considering would be, which I don't really like. I guess I'll change the color next time. I don't really like the color they're showing on this on the stream. It's a bit too blue. But yeah, something that I'm kind of like thinking in consideration of future works would be to get a new iPad. I mean, as much as I really love this iPad, like I love using, like I just love how sturdy this is. Like I can use this as a tray for my stuff sometimes. That's just how much I can trust this iPad in terms of like it holding up. But like less than 2 gigs is pretty slow. This is clearly enough for. It's clearly enough to make this, but then I feel like a lot of the time gets consumed when I have to constantly make the density of the mesh pretty low. So you can see, like, I'll prefer to just keep all the mesh this dense. I mean, it looks quite shitty, but I'll prefer if I can keep everything like this and then bring them down when I'll need to export them or like do something else like Blender. Because having to decimate these so that I can keep my file light enough for this 2015 version of iPad to not crash, I feel like it was really time consuming. And like in some sense, I've already done this in with this iPad. So I kind of feel like I have already made use of this iPad in some sense. I've made good use of this iPad, which is, I guess, 9 years old by now. Yeah. I mean, another thing is also the battery problem. This iPad drains so fast, even while being plugged in. Especially if I do the lit PBR mode, it gets so laggy at this point. Like I don't dare to like go to this mode because it's really it drains the battery like 10% every minute or something ridiculous. So yeah, I'm considering getting a new iPad because I feel like I probably deserve getting a new iPad, at least like for a sense, like as sensible I feel as an upgrade. But yeah, like I do have mixed emotions regarding that because like I just love this so much. Like I just wish that I could put more RAM into this iPad because I love everything about this iPad. And one of the funny things is that even though I hate like this butt plug thing, it turns out that this version of the Apple Pencil is ideal for me because I use the grip. And like if your Apple Pencil is charging at the side, you can't put this grip on. But yeah, I guess like it's always the fact that you can't have everything that you want. But something that I'm considering, and I'm not really sure. Because I feel really confident that I can do my Runny, which is, I mean, the next project that I'm planning to do. I'm really confident I can do it on this iPad too. It's just, and it's probably going to be easy. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm guessing that it's probably going to be easier, but maybe I want to put a lot more detail on Runny and Torrent. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm incredibly confident that I can make that sculpt with this iPad. It's just, I know that it might be a lot more time consuming. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Like, the best would just be able to put more RAM in this, and also I just checked with the Apple Store that once the battery for this iPad, once the battery health goes down, I think, yeah, they say that there's no way to change the battery for this one, which really sucks. And like that's also part of why I'm a bit scared of like keeping this plugged in all the time when I'm doing my work and like seeing the battery constantly being drained while I'm doing like NomadSculpt, or like once I get to this density. Yeah, like I'm a bit worried for the lifespan of this iPad. Like so much mixed feelings. And like, I really like how this iPad feels compared to the new ones. The new ones are all like weak. Ah, damn it. Oh well. And then I need to get a new Apple Pencil, which is so ridiculous. I mean, if I want the newest one, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is good enough. And the other thing is that if with a stronger iPad, I would be pretty comfortable with doing the remesh with a higher resolution. I'm just a bit scared of crashing this. So I'm gonna go in and touch these up. I haven't sculpt hands in a really long time. I forgot how to do it. Oh my god, and Rani has 6 hands? Wait, 4? Oh my god. What am I doing to myself? I guess that's kind of the one of the challenges that made me want to sculpt Rani. She has 4 hands, and it's not like I don't like doing hands, I just find them hard. No, I don't need to connect. So hard, like it. Can I just? Okay. Oh my god, don't crash. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I can just trim away those stuff. And let me hide these because they're in the way. I think this. Just making sure that the new version is not like worse than whatever I sculpted before. I think as long as it's not worse, it's fine. Like wherever changes I'm making. I'm still streaming, but didn't play Elden Ring. Okay. I'll just finish up the arm first. Okay, it's time to play Elden Ring. Let me just... Oh my god, what is this? Messmer, can you just cooperate with me? Oh my god, I feel like it looks so weird. I feel like I can't be bothered with his fingernails right now. So the other thing is that when autosave is happening, like maybe you might notice it, but there's like a 2 seconds lag after the autosave happens. And I don't mind the autosave, it's just I think on a more powerful iPad the autosave will be less laggy. Oh my god, so ugly. I should make it thicker before I remesh this. Ah! No. Right now I feel like I can't sculpt. I'll just do what I can. Okay, whatever. Just do like that. The nice thing is that now I can do this. Let me check my own. I don't really know what, like, is the green color from... I feel like the green color thing is new to me. Maybe it's like some clipping thing. It feels nice to finally be able to to join his whole arm. I probably should have done it way earlier. I don't know how to do arms. I guess like that. I think that's fine. And then brachialis, I guess. Is this brachialis? And I know that word because right now I have a chronic. Well, okay, it's not really that chronic, but ever since I started doing more upper body workout, I injured like this. And the way to strengthen that is by doing hammer and bicep curls. So like, because my muscles are weak, I'm pulling too hard from like all the tendons and stuff, and then muscle weakness will pull on the tendons more. So it was nice that I could do some bicep and hammer curls today. Let me smooth this out like that. And then something like that. Yes, I'll just straighten this out a bit. Sometimes I like the old look. I mean, maybe it's not that accurate, but like, is this correct anatomy? I have no clue. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I feel like there's like some green flickering around. I feel like that's new, unless I haven't been looking at my scalp properly. There's like some green color flickering like happening. Not really sure whether it's visible on the screen. I wonder if that's new, because I don't really recall seeing this shade of green. Huh. Like, let me see if I go in. Can I no, never mind. His toes are not attached to his feet, but this one's fine. I think this one's this might be an issue. This one also. So I will just combine this, and Maybe I wouldn't bother with with the... Maybe I wouldn't bother with this part because... Should I? I guess this makes sense. Ah, damn it. I feel like too many things. Okay, at least I think this one's very straightforward. I'm just going to make this sticker by what? How do I make this sticker? Oh. Ah! Can I just... Because I know like one of the notes that I got was that the sword was too thin. Although I hope that it doesn't look like a balloon right now. I guess it is fine. Yeah, maybe it is fine. I mean, it's just a test print anyway, so... Is this one reflected? Yep, it is. Okay, so the sword is done. Is this too thin? Hmm. 0.037. I know that it's not incredibly accurate, I guess, but I would rather it be inaccurate than for them to break. So I think this one, just can I move you? Just making sure that the final look is not that different. Is it the same? And I think the SWOT is done. Okay. Oh my god, I really can't be bothered with this. I was like telling myself I really don't like, I wasn't having fun doing the details of the armor because I just don't know what is going on. The reference was so hard to use. And then I'll just do this another time after everything's done. But like now that I'm back here, I really don't feel like doing it. And I think what this do I need to make them all thicker? Or maybe if they break during printing, it's like the aesthetic, you know. Oh my god, I'm coping. I guess they have to be thicker. I don't understand like what's with all the green stuff flickering around. Yeah, I wasn't there before. What's going on? I mean, I kind of think that my topology is really sucks right now, but it's usable for Blender and usable for printing, so I'm not going to do anything about it. But hopefully wherever green stuff is, I'm not sure that, hopefully the green stuff flickering around is just the mesh being like optimized and not something else. Yeah, I hope so. Well, I think that's about it for today. I'm happy that I just get a chance to go back to NomadSculpt again. Yeah, I think that green thing's new. I don't recall seeing the green stuff like happening around these. But yeah, I'm glad that I could make the stuff thicker where I can, and I guess this one is like, it's quite messy, and I don't want it to affect the mesh on the other side. So I'm gonna do this. And sometimes when I work like this, when I'm smoothing out one side of the mesh, what I like to do is to undo and redo while looking at the other side. And when I see no changes happening on this side, I will save whatever I just did on the other side. That's just in general like how I check that I'm not affecting the other side when I'm working on thin meshes. Like, it's more intuitive to me, I guess. Then I feel like maybe these are fine. Maybe they're too thin. Actually, working on the edges reminds me of the Elden Ring Sculpt run on the section where I put the thing on working with thin edges. And like, I really hope that if you're interested in doing sculpting with Nomad or doing Blender stuff, that I feel like I'm not doing a good job today. I mean, I just got back to NomadSculpt, so it's understandable. Like, I need to get back into the groove of things. Maybe brush. Where's the brush? Brush. Okay. But yeah, I hope that the tips, I mean, that's not that much, I guess. Why is it going in so fast? I hope that the tips on how to, on like just, is, I guess one of my ideas with the video is that everyone is using NomadSculpt or using Blender for their own projects, for their own like personal art or for work. Let me so I try to make the tips that I included in the video to be a bit more generalized. Kind of like, I don't want it to be very specific to my own sculpt, let's say, because not everyone is sculpting Messmer and capes and snakes. And like, I really feel that one of the things, like, I guess in some sense I feel like one of the reasons why I can pick up on things is that I know, I guess I feel I'm quite confident that I'm pretty good at applying tutorials. Let me just stop there. Applying tutorials onto my own stuff, even though the tutorial might be like quite specific or like quite different. So it was just based on those experiences that I have that I decided that I wanted the tutorials on the Elden Ring Sculpt run to be just like more general, so that it can apply to different projects, I guess. Because at the end of the day, a lot of skills are like are applicable to many different things. It's just learning how to apply what you learn onto the thing that is specific to your project. Am I even doing it better today? I feel like it's looking a bit worse. I feel like I can't let this go. guess I wanted to like do this a bit more. Something like that. Yeah, I guess I need to look up on what all these green speck is because they're driving me a bit nuts. I really don't think that they were there before. Was it because of... they're still there. Show mask. Mask is hidden. What is this thing? Oh my god. This is what happens when I ditch a software for too long. Okay, but like main things, like the thickness of this, the thickness of these, this mesh, this one doesn't really matter as much because it's quite hidden. I hope it's fine. The bracelet is floating though. Maybe I need to... what's that? I guess the bracelet has to go down. Can I just like... yeah, I can. So bracelet goes down because gravity, and then this goes up so that's not too thin. Like this, I guess. Yeah, I think that works. So his limbs, his arms are fine now for print. I think I can't be bothered with this. Like I think it'll be quite hidden. Should be fine. And I feel like whatever I'm doing to the cloth, I'm just like not doing a good job today. Because I just got back to NomadSculpt after a really long time. So I'll leave it for another time. I mean, like, because I feel, I think the printing guy didn't mention about his cape. Did he mention? I guess I have to check the email again. What is this green? I'm like really bothered by the green thing. I need to write it down somewhere before I forget, or else I'll get bothered by it again. NomadSculpt. Green specs. Okay. I've noted that down. I really think there wasn't there before. So yeah, maybe I'll just give myself one more day to do whatever I can with this, and like whether or not I can do the so-called like key and hole, is it? Like the key and hole. If I can't do it on that day, I'm like maybe tomorrow or something, then I guess it will just be like that. because then I can move on to the painting. Then I can move on to prepping the paint for prints. I think they will look good as prints. I'll do like A3 prints, definitely. Just not really sure how many to print out because my channel is pretty small, so like maybe I'll do 10 prints of each. I think that might be like a good number. Yeah, I really want to get the prints looking really nice. So thank you for tuning in. I will work on the sculpt a lot more tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be less rusty on NomadSculpt by tomorrow. And then I'll work on this. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm so glad that I could put them inside the edit.